guys.
No longer available.
This everybody tonight? This last one back?
I hope so. Yell at him in the. Where did he go? Yell at him over there.
I don't know how this works.
I don't see him. He's out in the hallway. So. Did you see Wes out there?
Okay, we'll just go ahead and start. Questions?
Armand, can you just talk about taking advantage of their press and trying to turn that into points tonight?
In practice, we went over a lot of press offense, and we just wanted to, like, when the guys got the ball, we just wanted to cut to the open spots. We knew they were going to trap and try to apply a lot of pressure, so we just wanted to come to the open spots and relieve the guys that were getting, pressured, and just advance the ball and then just attack them.
Was that easier said than done? Was their pressure a lot different than what you guys have practiced?
I wouldn't say different, but we got a little sped up in the beginning. But again, we had a couple timeouts, and coach got on us about it, and we had to go back out and correct it.
It seemed like early, Leo wasn't hitting his usual shots, Sean wasn't hitting his usual shots. Did you just decide to kind of take it on yourself at that point?
I just wanted to stay aggressive. I seen Leo wasn't hitting shots like he normally does, but we got to keep Leo encouraged. I mean, he just had an off night. I mean, everybody has off nights, so we know he's going to shoot like he normally does every game. But I just wanted to step up and play my role.
Seems like you guys had a few turnovers, especially in the first half. How did you guys kind of, get over that and make sure that didn't really happen in the second half?
Again, like when we went to the timeout, coaches got on us about it, and we just had to dig deep down inside and take care of the ball, be strong with the ball, and make the right decisions.
I feel like you guys are kind of hitting a little bit of a stride here with 3 wins in a row heading towards Minnesota.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of confidence right now. We just want to keep building off of it and go back to practice and keep getting better and just get ready for the next game.
What areas do you really feel confident in what you're doing right now?
Or just me, or as a team?
As a team.
Well, as a team, I think everybody's doing a good job being aggressive and getting a lot of stops. And we focus more on our rebounding. I think this is our second game. We out-rebounded the opponent. And everybody just has that killer mentality right now, and we just want to keep this thing rolling.
So you kind of had your hand in everything tonight, 6 blocks, 16 points, 12 rebounds. Just what is it like to go out there and know that, what you're good at is working, especially as well as it did tonight?
What do you mean, like?
Well, like just being a shot blocker, grabbing the rebound, stuff like that.
I just go out and try to do that every night. Just try to block everything. That's what I came here to do.
So how much of your offense is going to get the ball yourself, or how much is it a design play right now for you?
Right now, we have a couple plays for me, but most of the time I'm just going out there, try to get putbacks and all. So.
How's it make you feel when you see your team kind of feed off of your play? Like when you get a big block, what does it do for you to see your teammates kind of feed off of that?
It feels great. It makes me want to go even harder.
So do you and Mike have like this wavelength for the alley-oops?
Yeah, we just I usually just look at him in the eye, and when he sees me, then he usually knows.
Defensively, what did you guys try to take away? Or at least try to defend them a little bit more on the perimeter.
We wanted to focus in on number 23 and number 11 and try to limit their three-point shots and try to make the other guys try to beat us off from the three. And I know number 0 got hot early, so we had to make an adjustment. Our scout report was to make him shoot, because on film he was just driving a lot. So he came out early and hit a few shots, but we made an adjustment and we did better with him.
First half, their 3-pointers were deep threes. They weren't usual threes. Did you expect that sort of range?
From a couple guys I did, but a few other guys hit a couple deep threes, and all we could do is just stay out there and have our hand up and just contest it and hope for the best. those are pretty deep shots, NBA range, and not a lot of guys can hit those. So
There were a couple times when they shot those really long threes that those equally long rebounds just kind of bounced into their hands. What kind of goes into trying to not only guard but rebound those long shots?
the coaches teach us long shots, long rebounds. So usually we know when the ball shot long, and everybody has to go hit their man early and then go get the ball. And sometimes we just got caught underneath the basket and not boxing out a few times. But I think we out-rebounded them by a lot. So we buckled down on that.
How much has Barry, challenged, or the coaching staff challenged you, Armand, to take the lead offensively when they need a basket, or to be aggressive towards the basket?
They just keep telling me to be aggressive and play my game. Don't do anything that I'm not used to doing, and just go out there and have fun, and just like I said, just play my game and shoot open shots. Coach told me I had a green light, so he told me whenever I'm open, just shoot it, and that's what I've been doing, is sticking to what I do.
And just, we've seen it, but how big a difference does Teague make, being there? I saw him miss. He jumped up, and because he was trying to defend a guard, he jumped up, thought he was going to shoot it, turned around and blocked the shot anyway. The guy that passed it.
Teague's a phenomenal athlete. I've never played with a guy like Teague, and I'm just glad he's on our team, and he helps us out a lot. He gives us a lot of energy. Seeing him dunk on people and block shots is just a big spark for the team.
Teague, where does the timing come from? Playing the game, or just playing Division I game, or is it that much different?
The timing for like blocking shots and stuff. I used to play soccer when I was little. Always like my brothers would like make me play the goalie and stuff. And volleyball, I used to play volleyball a lot, so that helped me a lot. So.
Do you typically wait to see the ball before you go up, or do you have to anticipate?
Usually when they jump up, I just go up straight. So try to go as quick as I can.
And how do you take this to Minnesota on Friday night?
We got to buckle down on the turnovers and just keep practicing hard. We're going down there a little bit early so we can get used to the atmosphere there and their floor and stuff. So we just want to build off these 3 wins and keep the streak going.
Are you guys gonna have a team Thanksgiving here at all, or up there?
We did at Coach Hinson's house. What was that, Sunday night?
Yesterday?
Oh, yesterday night, yeah. So yeah, that was our little Thanksgiving dinner. But I'm sure we'll probably eat out again for the actual Thanksgiving day. So.
Good.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
He's just not a shot blocker. He does other things well. I like his defense. I mean, besides the shot blocker.
He's better post defender than I thought. He doesn't foul a lot.
He's a better offensive player than I thought.
Yeah.
I didn't think if he can get 8, 10 points a game, we're in good shape.
They can. I mean,
Realize-
even for his size, doesn't he push around?
No, I mean, he positions himself well. I'm sure he might get a little pushed around when is it, Saturday or Friday?
Friday night.
Friday. Isn't that the Illinois State Center that transferred?
Yeah, Reggie Lynch is that. Yeah.
Yeah, but we did a pretty good job on him with Leak.
He's not all they got, though.
I wouldn't think he would have started, but I guess.
Yeah. And he was soft.
Yeah.
Look at you, second team. All defense team. You're learning. He's a good shot blocker. Good scorer, man. He's a pretty thick dude, too. He's gonna for Sean.
Junior just be glad it's
I
not you.
think though, it's not like we're playing. It's not like we're playing.
So is that trade a thing or
Arkansas.
no?
What's that?
Yeah,
Is that
take
trade like
it-
actual?
it's like-
I don't know, Rosenthal's, I went to Rich Tweeter, and it says
Yeah.
Tweeter.
Yeah.
How they doing?
Well, it's Ken Rosenthal that tweeted it, so.
Boy, please.
At all
No.
times.
Still there.
I can't.
All time.
win tonight?
Yeah,
Yeah, and it was a tough game because
Yeah,
the
the
other
last
team
thing he
didn't
told
shoot
me
the
was-
first shot. They got the ball too.
Yeah, no.
Didn't shoot the first shot for
Last
2
thing
minutes.
he tried to, yeah.
They were
He's a
just,
good
because they knew if they
coach.
started shooting, Terry's would run them off the floor. So it was like, hold the ball,
Well, no,
hold the
he
ball,
won
hold the ball.
minutes ago,
And
but-
shoot, you know,
Yeah.
no shot clock.
That's, I got
I've seen teams
caught
do
on
that.
that one for.
It was 40,
it said
35.
Hayward design was
Hey,
more-
guys. Okay, Jack. Whoa, what, 2 games in a row, huh?
Don't step back.
No, I'm gonna be here probably Tuesday.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you have to be for that one.
My birthday then.
Did you celebrate when Florida won? Okay.
I screamed on the sideline.
All right, I'll let you guys fire away.
A little tough to shake, but Barry, when you started getting some free throws and then pulled away for good there, last 7 minutes.
They were tough to shake because we turned the ball over. And especially in the first half, if we don't turn the ball over, our offense flows a lot more. Guys, I told my team just now, I just said I never use the word hate. I never use it. But I hate turnovers with a passion. There's nothing that makes my blood pressure go up more than a turnover. And I just, it really bothers me. But a part of our turnovers were because we try to hit home runs every time we caught the ball. And we just got to settle down. And I do think we're making strides. But our biggest goal tonight was to rebound and defend. And this is the best we've defended, and it's the best we've rebounded all year long. And that was a major deal for us tonight. We held them to 40%. We wanted to hold them to 39 or under, but we out-rebounded them 25. And then in the second half, I thought we played much better with the basketball. We didn't turn the ball over as much. Matter of fact, we had more assists than we did turnovers in the second half. The guys responded at halftime. I was very upset. It's the most I've been upset this year at halftime, and I went after them. And they responded, and I think that's a good thing.
How much you practice the baseball passes? O'Brien's gotten a lot better at that.
Guys, I don't know if you see, and they're all body language calls. We teach these guys, and it's a body language call. There's no verbal. It's a body language call. I'm not going to give the tail sign, but it's a body language call, and he's the best at it. He's the best that I've ever seen. And I don't know if, guys, he's had 2 games back-to-back with 9 assists. That's incredible. And that's from your hybrid spot. That's an incredible stat. He played 18 rebounds and 9 assists tonight. And you know what? He dominated the game, and he only had 6 points. I mean, that's what you talk about unselfish basketball. I mean, that's unselfish basketball. When you dominate a game and only score 6 points, you know you're doing something right. 18 rebounds and 9 assists. I'll tell you, the little stinker's getting better. Well, he's not little. Mike's little. He's a big stinker, I guess.
How much did how has Armand, responded to how you challenged him to be a leader and be aggressive with the basketball?
Well, tonight's the most he's ever played. He played 39 minutes tonight, and I just didn't ever feel comfortable to getting him off the floor. One, because he's such a threat offensively from the 3, and he's getting better at handling the basketball. We got to get him to where he can dribble, and not get picked. But I thought he helped us tonight when Leo was off.
Coach, can we talk about Teague Ball? He had 6 blocks, which is kind of a beast from both ends of the floor. I mean, what's it been like to kind of see him fully evolve each game?
Well, you've seen enough now to know that I think that these are a couple of things. One, he played 35 minutes tonight, which 3 weeks ago I told you we couldn't play more than 2 minutes at a stretch. He's starting to get in shape. What we don't see on the stat sheet is how many shots he altered. I bet he altered 5 shots. So that's almost like 11 blocks. Like you guys are sports reporters, it's like a hurried sack in football. The other thing that he did, his ball screen defense was phenomenal. And he moved his feet. He didn't get in foul trouble. And when he doesn't get in foul trouble, you're talking about a guy tonight. And I know he probably gave you an unbelievable charismatic response when he came in here to the media room, but he's probably scared to death tonight. But when you go 16 and 12 and 6 blocks, I don't care who you're playing. That's pretty special. And we had two stat lines tonight, stat stuffers, that were pretty impressive. And Armand Fletcher got 19, and we're not even, so Armand got 19.
What is it like to be able to have those guys like Teague and Armand, who, and even Sean Lloyd, who step it up when Leo and Sean aren't scoring the ball like they usually do?
Well, I think tonight, Sean Lloyd, the byproduct of Sean, when Leo's off, right now we don't have Tyler. So you guys can see, I think you can see my excitement, because when we get Tyler back, then the foul troubles and the guard, I think we're going to be okay through the rotation. But looking at this, as my grandmother would say, trying to find a silver lining in the cloud, we're getting guys better now going through this process. Sean Lloyd came in tonight and really gave us a spark when Leo was, Leo wasn't with us tonight. I've said it, you've heard me say it 100 times. The mothership came in and picked him up. He went back to whatever planet he was at tonight. He wasn't there. They let him come back for one shot. He made a 3, and then the mothership came. They said, that's enough. We're picking you back up.
How difficult was it to guard them when they're making 26-foot 3-pointers there in the first half? You got to think you're either going to continue or.
I know you guys think we're crazy, but the scout report on Leo, and bless his heart, Zero's not a shooter. He's a driver. He never shoots threes. Never shoots threes. So he makes his first 2 3, and Leo looking at me like I'm the biggest idiot on the face of the earth, and we're jumping him because, the third 3 then, I said, Leo, he makes 2, then you got to get out there and guard him. But we didn't look like, but they shot the ball extremely well from the 3, and just got to give it up to them, especially the last 2 threes that they hit tonight. We'd have held them at 39 or under if they don't, and we contested them. That's all I can ask our guys.
Difference at SIUE, your 3 seniors go for 20 plus. Tonight, that's not the case. I guess talk about how your team's evolving that way with other guys scoring.
Darren, I think the evolution for us right now is defensively and rebounding. I think that's our big deal. Can we defend and rebound? I think you saw tonight our best shooter in Leo just couldn't make a shot, but somebody else picked it up. And Sean O'Brien scores 6 points, and we still score 73 points tonight with 17 turnovers. If we don't turn the ball over tonight, guys, we score 100 points. We score 100, and I've said it before, knock on wood, but I think we can score. And I think we have a different collection of guys that can do that.
What have you been talking to them about in practice after seeing how well they play at SIUE and seeing how well the defenses have been evolving? What have you been seeing them talk to each other about how they've kind of been evolving each and every game?
Well, I thought they were talking about defending and rebounding going into the game tonight, but that message didn't stick. So we had to go a little Billy Graham fire and brimstone at halftime, and I challenge the guys. I think when you're seniors, you got to have all your seniors ready to go. And tonight we had 2 of them that just they weren't ready to play. They weren't tuned in, but the best part of that is that we learn by our mistakes, and they know that. And I say the best part. The best part was they responded at halftime. God, it's so nice that knowing that you can go in there and challenge them, and that they're going to come out and fight. And they did that. All of them did it. And they wanted to fight me. Shoot, I wanted to fight them. But we came out of there and we turned our fight against St. Mary's.
How does Teague's post defense evolved, Barry? I don't know if you recruited him that way, but he doesn't get in foul trouble. He plays pretty good position defense.
He did. He's getting better, Todd. He's getting a lot better, and it's certainly for us every day. But I thought tonight, I thought he was really good defensively tonight, and that's not a stat on the stat sheet. I just think he's getting better, and he's upset tonight when we pulled him out of the game. He plays 35 minutes, which I loved it. I just like that. Teak, we got to give you a breather. I'm not ready. We got to give you a breather.
It seemed like Friday at SIUE, you had the offense going 100%. Today, the improved defense, the improved rebounding. How do you get it to all come together against Minnesota on Friday?
I think I told you this last year when you asked a question like that. When I get the answer to that, I'm going to write a book. And I'm not going to be sitting here, and I'm going to be selling that book to know how to put all that stuff together at the same time. But it's the process of maturation. And you got to put things together, and It's just, you gotta trust the process. And, you know, we're gonna go in 2 days early because of weather, and we'll have 2 days an opportunity to practice. And we need practice. We haven't got the chance to practice. And as I said, Mike Rodriguez has not practiced in this 10-day span. Mike Rodriguez has practiced 3 times. That's it. Since his injury, not in the, I mean, before. So he came back election day before we even started on a Friday, and he's only practiced 3 days since election time. We got to get Michael where he can get some practice.
Jonathan Wiley, is he hurt or?
No, guys, it's hard. When Sean O'Brien's playing like he is right now, just hard to keep him off the floor. It's just hard. And even the way Austin played, when Austin played the way he did, man, it's just hard right now. I just don't have enough minutes right now. But I do think Jonathan is going to contribute for us. There's no doubt in my mind he will contribute.
With the team leaving early, if you've got questions for Coach on Minnesota, let's try and get those in now because we're not going to have a chance for interviews unless you do it now.
No, the question that I have is, I mean, I keep going back to defense, but that's kind of been what you've been most impressed with. How much do you think that's going to factor in you're going up against Minnesota?
Yeah, I think when you go, we're going to play a guy that we've played before in our conference, Reggie Lynch, that transferred from Illinois State, maybe the biggest human being. He's like second only to Paul Bunyan. Big old sucker. And we've had nightmares with Reggie in the past, so we know what we're going with in the interior. It'll be a little different. It's girth versus Teak's athleticism. Anytime you play on the road, and specifically when you play a Power 5 conference, you don't have margin for error. You have to play extremely well. You have to guard, you have to rebound. You can't turn the ball over, and you got to execute on offense and make free throws. And I'm looking forward to it because I was so disappointed in how we played at Arkansas. And I've told the staff, I've told you guys publicly, I take the full blame for how we played at Arkansas. I did a bad job of coaching against Arkansas. I did a really bad job. And the head coach should have run laps after the Arkansas game because it was my fault how we played that game, not our players' fault. I think we'll play much better at Minnesota.
What did you learn from the Arkansas experience as far as the team? Do you think that'll help maybe not be shell-shocked, I guess, going against a school?
I think Minnesota will be a little bit different, Darren, in the sense that they don't press like Arkansas does. And I think we're getting – it didn't look like it tonight in the first half, but I think we're getting more and more comfortable with the press. The thing about presses is, you know, in the old days – Marvin, Tommy, the only one to remember this, but we used to call them press breakers. And you just broke the press, and then you got in your offense. No, well, now it's press offense. And we're treating it like we did when I played, calling it a press breaker. You gotta break it and put pressure on the defense. And at Arkansas, we just didn't do a good job. We got sped up, and we took bad shots. And we penetrate and shoot off first pass, and I don't think we'll do that in Minnesota. Okay, guys, thanks so much for coming. You bet. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.